Hello and welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. It's time for a beer review and it's putty. Now, I've never reviewed putty, not once. I've never even bought putty, should I say. So I can't review it if I've never bought it. This is the first year I've ever bought putty and just fall off the bar there. A lot of people say it's an overhyped beer. Now, I have watched a review of this. I rarely watch reviews before I drink a beer, but I did watch JB from Northern Southerners Beer Reviews. I did watch his review on it because it kind of followed a video that he did about what is the most overrated beer in the world, essentially. And he talks about the difference between overrated and overhyped, which I completely get. There is definitely a difference between the two of them. So with overrated, I think for me the most overrated beer is Guinness. I am a Guinness drinker, but there are so many better stouts out there. But I've done lots of talking about Guinness in the past. But Guinness is just so huge, isn't it? And it has such a loyal following that you would never persuade some of those people to leave Guinness and drink another type of draft stout, even if it's better. And even if they know it's better, they won't. They're so loyal to Guinness. So I think Guinness is an overrated beer, but I do enjoy Guinness. I do drink Guinness, just want to make that clear. Overhyped, a beer can be really good, but it can absolutely be overhyped. So lots of beers, they get a lot of hype if they're single release, so they only come out once a year, they get a lot of hype. And as JB said in his video, I don't want to repeat too much of what he said, that's what Verdant do. But is it what Verdant do? Is it Verdant that hype it, or is it us? Is it the public? Is it beer reviews? Is it the people that are buying it that create the hype? Because Verdant just release it once a year. You don't see them coming out talking about it and saying it's a great beer, it's only out once a year, you've got to go and buy it. They just put it on their website. They just release it, it's on the website. So who actually does the overhyping? I think it's us. I think it's the beer drinker that can overhype a beer. And I've got no doubt Putty is a very good beer, but a very overhyped beer. It's also expensive. There it is. It's well, how much did I pay for this? I have actually got the price list in here for once. I think it was $8.95. Verdant Putty 2025 double IPA, £8.75. £8.75, people. Could you say, is it expensive? If it's decent, it's got to be good. But there's lots of double IPAs that are knocking around kind of £6.50, £7 mark that are very, very good indeed. So one is this, is it overhyped? Let's move it right in close so you can see it. And two, is it overpriced? Let's find out. We're 3 minutes in and we haven't even opened it. Comes in at 8% ABV. Oh, let's get on with it. Does look very good. But then a lot of double IPAs look very good and taste very good. That is a rather big head, Christopher. Poured that a little bit too aggressively. And there, can you see that there? Of course you can. £8.75, 8% ABV. Putty double IPA. It looks fantastic. It looks very, very good indeed. Super hazy, probably going to have a very heavy mouthfeel. Like I said, I've watched one review and that's JB's, but yeah, I think that's going to have a very big, bold mouthfeel. Great colour. Chicken stock, kind of mixed of orange juice. Looks fantastic. Lovely head on there. Poured a bit too aggressively, but it still is a very compact head. Let's get on the aromas. Oh, it smells beautiful. Oh, it does smell good. Big on citrus for me. Big on the citrus, hoppiness, dankness. I like that. I like that hoppy vibe, that danky vibe. Love the citrus elements to it. It's pithy citrus, lovely grapefruit, lemon piffiness. Little bit of kind of tropical fruit sitting in there as well. But it's more got a lovely citrus note to it. And you almost smell a bit of sweetness as well, which is really good. That is right up my street in terms of aroma for a double IPA. Just going to add with that I've smelled lots of other double IPAs that have smelled just as good as that and are not that price. Let's get tasting. That's what we care about. Cheers. Let's have some more. Mate, let's make no mistake. I agree with JB. It is a very, very good beer. Did he say very, very good or just good? It's a very good beer, without a doubt. The body on it's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. It's most sticky. It has the stickiness to it. Coats your mouth everywhere. And yeah, it's a bit sticky. Lovely hoppy bitter finish. That kind of dankness you get on the aroma, you're kind of picking that up on the finish. I'm working backwards now, which isn't what I wanted to do. I like to start at the front, but I've gone straight to the back. It's hoppy, it's bitter. It's got a nice kind of floral herbal element, pepperiness to that back finish as well, which is really good. That is very good. Front, you get a bit of sweetness, tropical vibes, bit of passion fruit, stone fruit, more than passion fruit actually, definitely picking up on a stone fruity vibe, certainly looking like peaches, apricot, that kind of soft tropical stone fruit. Then it moves into that citrus element, that piffiness. It's really drying my mouth out now. My mouth is going really super dry. The piffy element, adding in that citrus, grapefruit, lime, lemon even rather, grapefruit and lemon, sits well after the tropical hits that you get, the soft tropical hits that you get. Going into that citrus vibe, the piffiness, then finishing with that lovely herbal, peppery, bitter finish. It is beautifully balanced all the way through, absolutely beautifully balanced. Whilst it has a bold mouthfeel, again, I'm going to agree with JB that it's soft. Very, very soft considering it's 8%. You kind of know it's an 8%er, but it is soft, but it's bold at the same time. It coats your mouth. It's very full in the gob, which gives it that bold feel. And the flavours are pretty bold. But yes, it's a soft beer. It's a very, very well made beer. Very well balanced. And it's actually very drinkable. For a lot of double IPAs that I have around about the 8% mark, some of them I think, oh, they start amazing, but then I have to put them down for a little bit because they just start feeling a bit too heavy and a bit too, it really kind of starts to feel that 8%. This has a different vibe. I think it's because of that softness. It just makes it a drinkable beer. And Verdant makes some great stuff. I've had some great beers from Verdant over the years, and I think they're a fantastic brewery. Now let's get back to the point, because this is a very good beer. Make no mistake about it, it's a good beer. It's well brewed, it's well balanced, full of flavours. The way the flavours work across the board is very good. Very good indeed. Is it overhyped? Well, like I said right kind of near the beginning, it's us that hype these things. Verdant didn't overhype it, we did. The buyers overhype it because it's out once a year. It's the same with other beers that only come out once a year. Sierra Nevada only drops certain beers at certain times of the year. If we go over to Germany, the Schenkerla brewery, they will only release certain beers at certain times a year. And they're fantastic beers. The ones from Sierra Nevada, Schenkerla, absolutely glorious beers, but they don't seem to have the hype that Putty has. And I think that's because this, in the UK, it's a UK company. It's seen more. People know about it more than they probably would some of the seasonal Sierra Nevada beers or the seasonal Schenkerla beers. And they are fantastic beers. So is it overhyped? It's the first time I've ever bought it. I've never bought into the hype before. I didn't buy into the hype this year. I just thought I'd give it a go. I just thought, I've never had one. I'm just going to give it a go. Would it encourage me to buy one in 2026? Not particularly. I wouldn't. I probably, I don't know, would I buy it in 26? I don't think I will. Like I say, I've never bought one before. I'm over 10 minutes and I didn't want to go that long. I just thought I'd give it a punt. I just thought I'd give it a go this year. Not because of the hype, just because I wanted to give it a go. And am I disappointed I've never had a putty before? No. Am I going to buy it in 2026? Probably unlikely. But there you go. I've had one. It's cheers time. It's goodbye time. Thank you very much for watching.